Cao Cao rose above his many rival warlords to gain control over the imperial throne. He made great efforts to establish a new regime centered on Shu. In the face of this, Yuan Shao and the other powerful clans could not remain docile, and their ambitions were soon laid bare. Elsewhere, Sun Ce worked with Zhou Yu on a plan to gain independence from Yuan Shu. In their youthful eyes, possibilities seemed to stretch out all the way to the horizon. Although Liu Bei had now allied with the peerless warrior Liu Bu, he fell into doubt, unable to decide on the path he should take. With the entire land facing great uncertainty, its heroes also stood at a crossroads. Chapter 4. Sun Ce rises up in Jiangdong. Liu Bei faces a quandary in Chiapei. Cao Cao fights a decisive battle at Guandu.
Allow me to welcome you again.
Hear, hear. You've already done so much to help us. I'm glad you decided to formally join our forces.
Agreed. I just wish we could find more people like you.
On the one hand, you are valuable to us simply for your excellent abilities as a warrior. Yet, your versatility is what makes you special. And so I will not give you any strict orders. You can do as you see fit. Very well, then. Use your gifts to soar through the battlefield like a Luan.
Dian Wei, don't you think you're working too hard? You'll collapse if you don't take a moment to rest once in a while.
Don't worry, Shu-Chu. I can handle it. Neither of us came from renowned families. So we need to work hard just to prove ourselves. Right, Yue-Jin?
Yes. I was a mere record keeper before my promotion. Now I have to keep striving to live up to his lordship's high expectations.
And you're one to talk, Shu-Chu. You've been working from dawn until dusk as well.
Well, I've lived in a village my whole life, but now we're trying to cultivate fields across the realm. There's a lot of work to do.
It seems we are all in agreement. I hear that your circumstances are similar to mine. I am new here, and know little of what has passed. I imagine Lord Cao Cao must have recruited you for your particular skills. I thought so. I saw you fight at Hulao Gate and was most impressed. His lordship has an amazing knack for finding talented men like yourself and giving them roles where they can shine. He is not swayed by reputation or accomplishments. He simply assesses each warrior's might and each strategist's shrewdness.
Yes. If he hadn't taken notice of me, I'd have remained in the infantry. I may never have had a chance to prove myself.
That's why we must work harder than ever. If we let up, we might end up disgracing our lord.
Right. It's going to take a lot of sweat and toil to get to where we want to go. But we owe it to him to throw ourselves into it.
Well... Now, let's discuss what to do about Louis Bu.
He has fled from Puyang, and now seeks shelter under Liu Bei, who in terms of military strength alone, is no real threat to us.
But what's concerning is the growing number of elite warriors who have gathered to serve him out of admiration for his character. While we could have easily dealt with each of them individually, now that so many of them are allied together.
I am of the same opinion. Especially noteworthy are Guan Yu and Zhang Fei, Liu Bei's two fiercest officers.
Then, our aim should be to destroy their unity.
It is Liu Bei himself that binds them all together. He is widely respected as a benevolent man. Most would be honored to serve him. But as we know, Louis Bu is ambitious, perhaps too ambitious to remain in anyone's service for long.
Then, we ought to have Liu Bei sent to eliminate Yuan Shu by imperial decree. If we can force Louis Bu and Liu Bei into a conflict, both will take heavy losses.
Would you elaborate on your reasoning, Lord Shunyu?
We shall take advantage of Liu Bei's virtuous nature. From what I understand, he is not the type to turn down people's requests. If he receives orders from the Emperor, he is certain to comply. And once he leads his forces away, Xiaopei will no longer be adequately defended. Chengong would not miss the opportunity to capture it.
Yuan Shu and Liu Bei are among our biggest threats. If they destroy each other, it would be a big help. Lord Shunyu, you're being surprisingly ruthless. Are we to assume this is all for the sake of a peaceful future?
His lordship has set his sights on conquering the entire realm. If I am to assist him in that goal, I too must be willing to make hard choices.
Lord Shunyu, that is...
I admit I have my own thoughts on the matter, but I will recommend to Lord Cao Cao that an imperial decree be issued.
I see. Liu Bei would certainly become a threat with Louis Bu in his ranks. I will propose to the Emperor that Yuan Shu be hunted down.
Thank you, my lord.
The situation is concerning, even supposing that we manage to take care of Louis Bu and Liu Bei. Yuan Shao battles with Gong Sun San in Yo to the north, and tensions are rising in Jing to the south.
Yuan Shao is the one we should be most wary of. Gong Sun Zan is doing well defending against him, but Yuan Shao now controls most of Hebei, so it is only a matter of time. Yuan Shao will win eventually.
And when he does, his forces will be further bolstered by citizens from Yo province and the remnants of Gong Sun Zan's army. After that, he will set his sights on us. Or to be more precise, on the Emperor in the capital.
So what do? Ally with Gong Sun San and take him on? It'll take a significant amount of our manpower to overturn Gong Sun San's unfavorable odds.
Agreed. And if he were to win, we would end up as enemies before long. I think we should hold back and look for a way to weaken both parties.
Yan Wei, what do you think?
Me? I have nothing to contribute to a discussion on strategy.
If we never bring in new voices to our discussions, our strategies will become predictable. It can be useful to hear candid opinions from someone like you sometimes.
If you put it that way, well, in my opinion, the most important thing in any war is to protect whatever you value the most. I would advise that we stay put and protect the Emperor and the capital. And while Yuan Shao and Gong Sun San are fighting, we can build up our strength.
A sound strategy, as I'd expect from you, Lord Yanwei. I think that may just be the best course of action. At the same time, we need to ensure that we're not dragged into the conflict, for one reason or another.
We ought to eliminate the possibility of Yuan Shao finding some excuse to attack us. One way might be to cede him the rank of Grand General, which His Majesty bestowed on Lord Cao Cao just recently.
That wouldn't be right, surely. Yuan Shao is not worthy of it for one, and it was the Emperor's decision.
An interesting stratagem. His pride will not allow him to attack someone he is indebted to. The rank of Grand General is a mere formality. I have no qualms about giving it up.
Well then, it seems we have decided on our strategy with respect to Louis Bu, Yuan Shu, Liu Bei, Yuan Shao, and Gongsun Zhen.
That leaves one other major matter. What to do about Jing Province. Zhang Ji, who took the city of Nanyang in Jing, has fallen. Now his successor, Zhang Xiu, is in rivalry with Liu Biao.
Liu Biao's forces far outnumber those of Shang Xu, stationed in Wat Castle. I believe we should take Nanyang, an ally with Liu Biao.
Then let us try that. We will face Zhang Xu next. Go and make preparations for battle.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Excellent.
Right. Yes.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's.
What do...
What does peace even look like?
May I have a moment? It is truly fortunate for us to meet again. I must ask your forgiveness for the last time we met, when I simply stole your sage advice and fled. That was nothing short of insolent. For that, I must apologize. After all, it is thanks to you that I am here, serving under Lord Cao Cao's command. Surprisingly so. In fact, he saw the warrior in me and took me in, despite our former opposition. Counting on Lord Cao Cao was the right thing to do. You can see in his eyes that his ambitions do not waver. And I have you to thank for showing me the way. Words cannot express my gratitude. I've suggested to the Emperor to look to Lord Cao Cao for support, and I must fulfill my own duty to the best of my ability. I shall continue to better myself so that I may help Lord Cao Cao on the way towards his total conquest. I appreciate your advice. I will say that I am but a newcomer, and still in the midst of training. But if I may, I wish to cherish my friendship with you, as comrades on a path to bettering ourselves. I thank you, and hope for your guidance. Oh.
path we must walk is set. Onward! Everyone! Start the advance! With all my might.
Cross here! The enemy officer has been defeated. Now! Rough. Whoa. Take that! Time to attack! Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might. Time to attack. Take that. The enemy officer has been defeated. Looking rough.
I thank you.
What kind of life does the Emperor live?
Let's go. Stay in formation. March forward.
Let's go.
Believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This territory a good fight for sure.
is ours.
I'm gonna go see for myself. They're fighting over there? Don't think I'll let you guys have all the fun. Get advancing. Take this.
The surroundings are evenly matched.
Still, keep your guard up. Take this. All my might.
Can't believe
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
This territory is ours.
Let's give it to them.
This appears to be as far as we go.
The enemy officer
I shall return after reviewing my strategy.
Well done! Most impressive.
That's another enemy pounded into submission.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
All my might.
You're done!
The enemy officer
Such great
has been
strength.
defeated.
I'm pulling back for now.
Continue working hard to set a good example for everyone else.
Now, your aid is truly welcome. I reckon we are all dead now.
Attack!
That's the spirit.
Yes, the resistance is futile.
Looking rough. Time to act with all my might.
This is the fate of all who oppose me. Now's the time.
Looking rough. With all my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
You know how to fight. Amazing. You are a swift and deadly warrior.
I have conquered this area.
The retreat would be the best option right now.
Now.
Let's go. Just the right time.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Whoa, how's this? Gotta be quicker than that. This territory is out. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Dare to come out here alone? I'll make you regret that decision.
Looking rough. Let's go. I've been waiting for this. Nice roll. With all my might. Take this! Looking rough. Die! Easy. Counting on you.
Lose heart, and you lose the fight. No giving up. To the bitter end.
Let's go.
Prepare for pain!
Take that! Time to end this!
enemy officer has been defeated.
Now, with all my might. Looking rough. I've been waiting for this. Looking rough. Indeed, you really do seem to be a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms. Looking rough.
This territory is ours.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
This territory is ours.
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to old...
You're here again? You really are fond of Lord Eugene working you to the bone, aren't you?
Are you going to tell me that your support of Lord Cao Cao is based solely on a desire for limitless training under Lord Eugene?
There might actually be something in that. People are starting to hail Lord Eugene's training as the most severe in the land. Anyone with a taste for that kind of thing would do whatever they could for more, eh?
All right, let's get through this session. Remember, every bit leaves us stronger. If you want to increase your chances of survival on a real battlefield, intense training like this is more effective than an easy battle.
No private conversations. I've told you more times than I can count to be in formation when the session starts. As punishment, you'll have an additional 1,000 practice swings before we start.
Are you serious? Forget the battlefield. We won't even survive this.
Don't talk back. It's only going to get us additional drills.
Back again.
You'll receive no special treatment. You do understand that, right? I wonder how long you'll be able to keep that composure up. If you've forgotten the severity of my sessions, you'll soon remember. Time to commence the drills. Prepare yourselves. You remain as unafraid of me as ever. Despite how people usually end up after repeat sessions with me. Systematic order restricts individual freedom in order to make it possible to operate as a unit. And so, you can make assumptions regarding soldiers' responses. If anything, it's better that I be feared and detested. A drop in discipline results in distracted soldiers, so yes, I will accept their hatred if my training saves their lives. Soldiers are best poised for survival when order and discipline are sound and effective. That's what being a unit means. The reason I serve under Lord Cao Cao is because his beliefs closely align with my own. So, do not worry about me. This is my place. You too will be well served by allowing the hardships here to mold you. Sounds like the governor here's...
I hear the town's stonemasons are hard at work repairing.
We have it better than most just because...
An expeditious advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! Tables, we march at once!
Can't get too far ahead. Stop here and see how things shake out.
See it. The enemy officer has been defeated.
We'll wipe out the lot of them!
Now, take this! Turn the tables duo! Take this! Tables duo! How could I? But the enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go!
than match. We must push harder.
We're in a lot of trouble if we lose this position. Don't let your guard down. You ought to quit charging into things. I see it's dangerous, you know?
Take this! An expedition's advance is essential to our cause. Onward, everyone! We march at once!
Begin the advance. Onward, everyone! Without delay! On my march!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Just being near you makes me feel safe. Don't pay attention to what I'm saying.
I will break you! Turn the table! Now's the time! Take that!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm making my way up. Begin the advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Turn the table. Begin the advance.
Now is the time for forward momentum. Come, onward! March forward!
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Tables. The enemy officer has been defeated. Bring him down.
Bring glory to our forces! Let's go! Now, I will break you! See it. Whoa.
Coming at you. What a predicament. Even so, I shall not abandon hope. I see it all. All my might. We seem to have gained the upper hand.
The
Time
enemy
is
officer
turning in our favor.
has been defeated.
Prepare for pain. Begin the advance. All
The enemy
units,
officer
march.
has been defeated.
Begin the advance.
Now, that's one more stepping stone on my path to true might. Take this!
Amazing. You are a
The enemy
swift and
officer
deadly warrior.
has been defeated.
Don't get overpowered!
I hear an irritating whelp out there. I shall go silence it. Start the advance.
Now is the time for forward momentum. Come, onward! Just march forward!
That was much too close. I will forever remember this favor.
Hey, over here! I knew you were coming, but I didn't think it would take that long.
One more stepping stone on my path to true might. That's one more stepping stone on my path to true might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back. Such incredible skill. I cannot tear my eyes away from you.
Time to act. Time to attack.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. Tables. The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
Take this. Time to act.
With all my might. Time to act. Let's try.
Take this.
I've got to be quicker than that. Infested.
The enemy officer
I shall return after reviewing my strategy.
Let's go.
Your skills are impressive. I have learned a lot from watching you. One more stepping stone on my path to true might. An opening. This territory is ours. Let's go.
I challenge you to battle!
Experience my stratagem, refined to perfection. I've been waiting for this. All my might. Just so.
All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'll end this.
I will not hold back. The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this! With all my might!
Things are looking rough. I won't be able to take care of this all on my own.
What's next?
Hey, over here! I knew you were coming. But I didn't think it would take that long.
An opening. Looking rough. Whoa. I must stay sharp. Take this. Let's end this. Draws here. The enemy officer has been defeated. You're joining our allies.
Concentrate our forces.
Begin advance.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Way to stick it to them. Time for me to let loose.
Take this.
All my might.
They have sung the enemy officer.
I'll make it my duty to put them down. We march at once. Bear witness to my power.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That one would put up a good fight for sure. Now, I'm gonna go see for myself. Bear witness to my power. Get advancing. Got this.
All my might. I'll go out. The damned rampage stops now. March!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Take this.
Good eye.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
Looking rough.
Now, with all my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours. enemy officer has been defeated. Bear witness to my power.
Interesting. To initiate such a plan under those conditions. Your keen insight never ceases to amaze me. Oh, if it's praise you want, it's praise you will get. Where to start? Your extraordinary ability to read the battlefield is a rare gift. It is a great honor to witness your skills in action. Having an accurate perception of your own abilities is very important, especially knowing what happens when you attempt feats beyond them. I am sure you are aware that I am in the service of Lord Yuan Shao. He has of late come to be called the most powerful leader in the land. In the past, he has followed a typical path to power, achieving victories reliably through acquiring more resources than his enemies. But now, it's as if he is trying to become greater than the sum of his abilities. Perhaps he feels the urgent need to stand taller than his rivals. To pick fruit higher up the Tree of War, he does not use a ladder, but has begun the construction of a tower of great height and dubious stability. As someone in his service, I find this situation most vexing. Certainly you can understand my misgivings. He holds on to power by using prestige to gain the loyalty of those around him. But more powerful enemies cannot be subdued by a name. A victory gained without wisdom and strength can be easily taken away. Because war is the great clash of human potential, and the ephemeral spark of that moment in history is what captures the hearts of men. I suppose I could. That's some advice I would never hear from my comrades. At any rate, speaking with you has lifted my spirits. It is always a pleasure, even if the subject matter is not. If, perchance, my ideal battlefield did exist somewhere in this world, I believe that it might be next to you. Would you welcome such an event? I am happy to hear it. When that day comes, please make a place for me closer to you. I can see that you mean what you say. But for now, let us keep the proper distance from each other, as servants of different masters. One day, on the battlefield of my dreams, we will stand together as allies. Until that day. Yes, I see.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to make that their...
Yeah, that's right.
More and more people are losing their families as the fighting goes on. I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Everything's gotten so... The doctor gave me some medicine.
How do you...
Get out of the way, Ziluan. Listen to us. It has to be done for the sake of the village.
What is this? What's going on?
Bailuan. And you're here too, Chuhe.
Does the village chief know what you're trying to do?
He does. The child they brought here is related to those rebels, the ones being hunted down by the Han. If the Han find out we're harboring the blood of traitors, we'll be considered traitors too. But Ziluan...
Ziluan. Please, just hear him out. That child...
No, stay as you are, Ziluan. Have you all forgotten our duty? We are bound to bring peace to the realm, to protect it. We are not here to serve the Han, least of all when it would require handing over an innocent child to be put to the sword.
We know that. But if we don't give them this child, every man and woman in this village will suffer the same fate.
So instead of doing what's right, you'd rather live in a world where the Han can kill anyone who disobeys them? Listen to me, all of you. There was once a hermit who helped Emperor Gaozu found the Han Dynasty. That hermit was our forefather, the original Guardian of Peace. His goal was to find those who possessed the right qualities and teach them how to preserve peace in the realm. It was never to submit to the whims of a dying kingdom, to slaughter the weak and those deemed enemies by virtue of their birth. The Han is in its death throes. It cannot be saved, not by us nor anyone. Now is the time to stand up against it, to fulfill our true duty as guardians of peace. We must find the hero of this age and bring peace back to this land. Come, let us talk to the chief. Together, we can decide what should be done.
Storm clouds are gathering, and the sky is growing dark. I always knew it wouldn't end with the village's destruction. Ziluan, this is your last chance to turn back. This may sound strange coming from the one who set you on this path, but what awaits you is likely a past better left forgotten. I won't force you to do anything that you don't want to, least of all for my benefit. So your resolve remains unshaken. You are truly a strong man, Zilawan. Truth be told, sometimes I wonder if I've done the right thing. Perhaps it would have been better if your past had stayed forgotten. And yet, I couldn't help but try to achieve something my father never could. I thought that perhaps that I could finally claim to have surpassed my father, the man they called a saint. In the end, this has all been for my own selfish ends. Forgive me. Maybe it would have been better if you had never met me. Still, it's you who wants to confront your past. I set you on that course, and I cannot turn away from you now. This is my responsibility, and I will not abandon it. That's right.
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Now that I'm a father myself.
Well now, appreciate.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a sight to behold.
Thank you.
Sounds like fights are erupting all.
You seem to be in rather high spirits. Oh, yes. Might you remember what I said to you before? You are no one, so you can yet be someone. And you can be someone, and yet you are still no one. Does that ring true to you? Ah, excellent. I knew my faith in you was not ill-placed. What you choose will, in turn, be who you become. That's what I wanted to say. Right now, you're figuring out the path you should take. It's plain to see on your face. The path you ought to take. Oh, no. I'm afraid I was giving advice beyond my station. For what kind of person am I? What kind of person will I become? I have no right to speak of such things to others while I myself remain unsure. Well, it is a shameful thing. Haha, together it is then. I must say, I'm glad to hear you say that. Each time we interact, I walk away feeling energized anew. Now, I've no excuse to avoid putting my all into the matters ahead.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao's rule.
It's an honor to have you visit. If I'm... Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out.
Ah, you're here.
Lord Shunyo becomes a different... Lord Eugene is way too strict.
We have it better than most just being able to live out our...
Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao's rule.
Good. Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao.
The Yellow Turban surrender.
Right at the same time, huh? This place is the best. Lord Cao Cao gave me some money when I told him I was planning on eating with you. Eat up and prepare for tomorrow, he said. He's just the best, don't you think? That's a lord I'm glad to serve. Right, so we can eat as much as we want. Good thing my stomach's always ready for more. Like the other day, he was in a pinch, and I managed to protect him without getting a single scratch on him. Then he gave me this great position, telling me I should stick around more. I mean, I was thrilled, but I couldn't help but worry about it. Well, I haven't been able to tend to my fields for a while now. And at this rate, there won't be enough of a harvest to fill everyone's bellies. But my job is to protect Lord Cao Cao, you know? So I got stuck worrying about which ought to be more important. And I figured getting Lord Cao Cao to the top has got to be the priority. Because if anyone can create a world where everyone can eat, it'd be him. So, if I can protect him, more people can eat. I don't know. Am I making sense? Oh boy. It feels like I'm full, but with feelings in my chest instead of food in my belly. Still, I want to do as much as I can in the fields too. I'll make sure to slide some of the produce your way.
Lord Sun Quan sure seemed to be enjoying himself at the banquet.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say...
Hey, you came as promised. It can be busy during war councils, but the rest of the time it's very quiet. Perfect for reading. Here. I have the text that you asked for last time. You have a good eye. I'm impressed. This is some fascinating stuff. I'm glad. I found someone to study with. Next time we'll go and see my teacher together, I'd like to introduce you to him. I believe a broad knowledge base will be necessary in the future. And studying with others helps you see things from other perspectives. With our Lord on the cusp of rising to power and quelling the turmoil, he'll need people that can help him govern in times of peace. I think if we keep studying together, we can be of use to him. Besides that, all kinds of knowledge can have value on the battlefield. That goes for intuition too, which many say I excel in. Well, on the battlefield, there are many things that are hard to explain. Do you know what happens when intuition strikes? All your accumulated knowledge comes together and provides you with a solution. Which is all well and good. But what use is that if you don't have time to implement it? In moments like that, I always feel self-loathing. And then I keep looking back on what happened, trying to figure out what I should have done. But I've not let you speak at all. I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear you say that. I feel I can talk to you about anything. So, I should tell you. To be honest, I really just want to be close to you. All these things I've been saying are just pretext for that. Having you alongside me on the battlefield doesn't suffice. I want us to be like partners, striving in our studies together. Maybe this is just wishful thinking, but I have a feeling that things are going to go our way.
Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even Yuan Shu.
For the sake of Lord Cao Cao's rule. For my...
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Ziluan, you did well to stand up against them. It took some convincing, but the chief finally agreed that our decision was the correct one. We saved the child's life, but now comes the hard part. We must fool the Han and convince them the child does not exist. If he were to be found here, the village would be in great danger. And of course you know that not everyone was happy with what you did. But listen, Ziluan. This was not a mistake. I have been preparing for this moment. It simply arrived sooner than I had expected. It is time to begin our mission. We must find the hero of the age, a man to whom we can pledge our support. Juha, Ziluan, will you lend me your strength and become my wings?
You didn't need to call us here for that. I've already decided. The three of us are going to make our dream of peace come true.
I believe it. With the strongest warriors in the village at my side, I know we can succeed. But promise me, both of you. Once you have found the hero of the age, you must tell me. Then together, we will give him our support and build a new world of peace.
Ziluan, Thank you. I was frozen, unsure what to do. It seems I was more constrained by the village and its regulations than I had thought. This is the true face of the village's strongest warrior, who has reaped the ambitions of so many. How weak I am compared to you. Surprised? You didn't expect me to admit to any weaknesses, I bet. But I feel like I can tell you now, because I know I can trust you. Your ancestors lived outside both the rules of the village and the reign of the Han. I've been told they were a proud people. The truth is, there was never any reason to tie yourself to the village. You always had the means to leave. You have the freedom to fly far, far away from this place, wherever your destiny might lead you. I want to go on that journey with you, and Bailuan too. Into a world of peace, where we can all soar free.
Yeah.
Not many people can read and write. The few who can ought to make that their weapon.
I hear the way Lord Zhonghe fights is a strength.
Huh? Thank you.
Bailuan, we've confirmed that the invaders are government forces. They already have the village completely surrounded.
How? What happened to our scouts? And even if they have somehow discovered the child's existence, how did they mobilize so quickly?
An informant. Perhaps someone who disagreed with the position you took.
You mean a traitor in the village? Someone rebelling against my decision?
You all need to run. I'll buy us some time.
Juha, you can't...
Please, Bailuan. Look after Ziluan. He was never just a stray we took in. He's so much more precious than that. Now listen. I am the strongest fighter in this village, and you two will only get in my way. Do not try to follow me. You have to live, Ziluan. Live, and create the world we dreamed of.
Juha, wait! Foolish girl! Ziluan, after her! I cannot fly with only one of my wings. We have to save her!
Juha entrusted you with her dream. She knew she would never be able to realize that dream. Yet she believed you would make it come to pass. Perhaps my father believed something similar. But Juha survived, and she appeared before you. Does that mean... No. couldn't. Things are drawing to a close, Siluan. And I will be at your side until the end. Yeah.
Finally found myself a job.